I came to bring the pain.
Good evening, YouTube. Welcome to my Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Future Soldier multiplayer beta Highs and Lows Part 1. This will be the first part of a probable 3-part series of my opinions, a few highlights, and you know what I mean, just general shit about how I'm feeling about the Ghost Recon beta. Now, I want to give a quick shout out to fellow True Achievementer Epsilon Theta for the hookup on the beta key. Thank you very much. Practically giving it me for nothing, really. All he wanted was a picture of me hugging my favourite pet. I won't go into too many details about that. But no, thanks again. Because I wasn't going to bother, to be honest. I'd pretty much missed out on what seemed to be my only chances to get a beta code at the time. But if you are, still wondering, still interested on how you might be able to still get in on the action, there is still a few ways apparently. If you have a copy of Splinter Cell Conviction, you can download access to the beta through that. Apparently that's through the main menu. The option will come up to press X or something like that, and away you go. It is a 1.23 gigabyte download though, so you know what I mean, give that some time. Someone fired me a private message on True Achievements about the website Raptor having at least nearly 2,000 codes available. I didn't look into that at the time. I don't know whether that's some type of competition or they're just giving codes out to whoever asks, but that could definitely be worth checking out. And I have seen people giving codes out via Twitter as well. A few people seem to have been given a few, or whatever, got their hands on a few, so you know what I mean, check it out, see if you can get in if you're still interested. It doesn't end till May the 2nd, I think it is, so still plenty of time. Now, I was rolling with my main man Half-Life in these 4 matches I played. I've only put the highlights in of my first 2 matches for this video. I will have part 2 coming up. I won't have any commentary on that one though, I'll just keep the gameplay pure, well, in highlight form, you know what I mean, let you enjoy the action and the sounds of Ghost Recon. And then I'll do a part 3, hopefully soon, with a more, solid opinion on the beta as a whole. I am back to work next week. I've got a week off right now. It is the weekend, so my fun's almost over, so I might not have as much time as I'd like to hammer the game. But it's been good so far. It's not too bad, it's pretty decent. I do like my third-person shooters. There's not a lot of amazing third-person shooters on offer, in my opinion. Obviously, you've got your Gears of War, but I mean, besides that, multiplayer third-person, what is there? Especially with the way that first-person shooters dominate, the shooting genre as a whole now, because obviously you've got your Call of Duty, your Battlefield, even fucking Halo. But in terms of third-person shooters, like, when I try thinking off the top of my head now, the Splinter Cell Conviction was a very good game. Really enjoyed that. That's actually one of my favourite ones. No competitive multiplayer on there though. Good campaign, good co-op missions, without question. But I mean, besides that, it's like, I don't know. The Last Planet 2 weren't too bad. Definitely, you can definitely say that's something different, but with, you know, being a completionist and all that shit, the whole grind of that game was pretty heavy. But so anyway, you know, the action's, you know, it is pretty decent so far. I do like what I've seen. It's not amazing. Nothing's really stood out yet. The whole shit, you know, obviously I've seen videos. I've covered the game myself through news and shit like that. And the trailers, you know, they've always looked good. Fancy, you know, gadgets, fancy weapons, but obviously you do need to unlock them. You rank up as you play in the beta. You get points for kills, assists, all that shit. Because the only gadgets you seem to start with is like this funky camera and a motion grenade. Now you get three classes to choose from. There's three classes to choose from and two game modes to play with two maps to choose from. Now the classes are rifleman. Uh, they've got a bit more armor than the other classes. They come obviously with assault rifles, and you get a pistol, grenade, which can also be swapped for I think it's flashbangs or smokes or EMPs, and you actually swap your pistol for a stun gun as well if you want, but I prefer the pistol on that one. And then you get this camera. Now, it's probably me, to be honest. Obviously, it's my first two matches, still learning what was what. But I was trying to like put it down and suss it out, and I don't know, it just weren't doing nothing, to be honest. Maybe it just didn't have the opportunity to actually do what it was supposed to. I was assuming that if someone came within its range, it'll reveal the position. But with the engineer class, which I did start to prefer, they have like a motion grenade, and the enemy here you're about to see, he's thrown his grenade and revealed our positions, and it lets you know because it says like you've been detected. That's when you've got to be like, shit, play it cautious. So that was pretty good. I did start using that a bit, and you know what I mean, flanking enemies and whatnot. And then the scout class just seemed to have the funky camera as well. The weapons ain't too bad. You can look down your iron sights. The normal aiming's not too bad anyway. Grenades are quite powerful. They've got the arc on them as well to show you, you know, where they're gonna land and whatnot. The engineer guy, he gets a machine gun, kind of like an old school machine gun, assault rifle, or a shotgun. Now the shotgun's pretty nasty. I did start to like it because obviously this kind of multiplayer action, it's only 4-on-4, so you've got to be quite, you know, tactical, quite stealthy. Like that's the way the game is really. So with how I like to play and so many flank options available, the shotgun's quite a suitable weapon for me, combined with a pistol. So I did quite enjoy that. The scout class comes with like I think it's actually an MK11 mod, kind of like semi-automatic sniper rifle. Didn't really like that too much, to be honest. The maps ain't too bad. Only two to choose from, as I said. This one, I think it's called the Mill. I can't remember what the other one was called, to be honest. Both pretty decent. Again, like I mentioned though, plenty of different routes to take, flanking options available. You've really got to be quite cautious and work with your team. Obviously, I was only speaking to Half-Life here, but like on this map, for example, there's a few wide open areas you really don't want to get, you know, you don't want to be running through like some sort of headless chicken and you're gonna get wiped out. As for this game mode, I can't remember what it's called. I think it's Conflict, something like that. It's kind of like a attack and defend sort of objective based game mode. It still took me a while to figure out what the hell I was actually supposed to do. I think all you have to do basically is you either start as the attackers or the defenders, whatever, and you need to find the objectives. So like that's the objective there, is a crate, and I think he was trying to gain control of the crate for his team to get points for his team. Now we're currently on defense. But I mean, I couldn't help but notice how a lot of people didn't seem to actually bother doing anything about the objective. Because I kept coming quite high on the leaderboards after matches. I was always like top 2. And in one of the matches that you'll see in the next video, there's a guy on my team. I think he's called L93 or something. It might be in this match. He managed to get like 30 kills in one game compared to like my 9 or something like that. But I still beat him on the points because I was donning the objectives. You know what I mean? But that's that. Not entirely sure what the crack is with Saboteur, but I'll find out for you eventually. In my 3rd video, as I've not actually played that yet. There is a little melee option in this, as you might have seen. Pretty much, so long as you're in range of the enemy and you're close enough, you press X and bam, they're dead. Could be an issue with, I don't know, if 2 players pressed it at the same time, who's gonna get the kill, but you know, we'll worry about that bridge if we come to it, if there is a bridge regarding it. But yeah, like I said, it's not been too bad so far. I am enjoying it. Do need to spend a bit more time on it yet. I might go back on it later, see if Half-Life's up for some more games. There's a lot of potential there. I do want to unlock some more of the gadgets and shit. Try and get them shown off in the videos that I'm going to put up. Hopefully some more weapons as well. The next video will be more engineer based, as I do start to get into that class a bit more, as I did really like the shotgun and the grenades you get given, which you'll actually see in action right here. Basically, I throw the grenade and it like gives off a, you know, it reveals the enemy positions in a certain radius of the grenade. So obviously his position's been revealed to me. I did have the shotgun, so I had to use my pistol here, and off he went. But like with the games not always being full, obviously teams not always being full, you know what I mean, you do have to be quite stealthy, quite tactical. You really got to be careful. So the shotgun for a player like me is quite ideal. But I mean, with the maps and, you know, objectives and stuff the way they are, it does, you know, a lot of people will have to learn how to flank and be more tactical anyway. Because again, you know, it's only small teams. I don't know. I don't think it is 4v4. I think it's 2 squads of 4 against another 2 squads of 4. 8v8. I should really know. Oh, there you go. No, it's not 4v4. It's 8 versus 8. But there you have it. But anyway, you know, you still got to be quite tactical and whatnot. So that'll be all for this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.